Good morning. How's it going, everybody? For those of you who've never seen a live stream from me, my name is Matt. There's an old man with the shirt off behind me, walking up the path. I am cycling mostly around the world. I'm in Vietnam now. I'm leaving a hotel. This is the hotel I was at. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And we're gonna ride today. Today's gonna ride. We're gonna ride live stream. The road today is a little bit boring. There's construction and sand and mud and things on the road. It's 7 o'clock. I woke up this morning. I gotta turn my GPS on. Forgot to turn my GPS on. I hate when I ride like a good distance, like 50 or 60, not 50, like 5 maybe kilometers, 5 or 6 kilometers, and then I forget to turn the AC on, or the AC. I'm already getting off to a horrible start. All right, but we're good here. Hello. We will have some friendly faces, that's guaranteed, as we ride today. But yeah, okay. Let me think. The guy with the shirt off coming up from behind me kind of he kind of freaked me out. But okay, let's redo this. Let's redo this. Hey everybody, it's Matt. I'm cycling south from a city called Quango. Quango? I can't pronounce it very well. We are headed south as far as we can for the next couple of days. I actually don't have any proper destinations. It's just about putting distance down. As a matter of fact, the hotel I stayed at was very basic. It was a marker at the end of my day, which was about 120 kilometers I did yesterday, which felt good. And we're just cruising. This highway here is called 1A. Hello. This highway here is called 1A, and it's just basically this. Just long, sort of straight, flat, boring road. I'll take it. I'll take it. Although, as soon as or if we see a coffee shop along the way, then we will stop and have a coffee together. Yesterday, I started my ride, and I got into a desert, like a desert road, and it just went on and on and on and on and on. I didn't have any breakfast, and it was like I was starving for my coffee. Anyways, hey, well, you know, I'll just flip the camera around a little bit. I love that look. That was a perfect example of the first look is kind of confusion. The second look is like, who is this guy? And then the third look is, hello, is happiness. How's the quality? How's the quality of the video stream here? Hopefully it's pretty good. Hello. All right. Some housekeeping things. Again, Matt of the Jayoe Nation. I am traveler riding around the world. Riding? I could say riding, right? Riding can be cycling or taking a bus for very short periods of time. That anger from a long time ago has been rattling around in my head. Those people saying, I'm disappointed in you for not cycling around the world. You said you're cycling around the world, but you're not. Well, I think I'm mostly cycling around the world by a very, very large percentage. Signal is great. I'll look at comments here. Let me go through some of my housekeeping stuff. So if you're watching the vlog that I posted, and well, if you're in the USA, it posted this morning, right? It's this afternoon, Sunday afternoon. If you're watching this video, then, or the last video, you saw, geez, that's gotta be one of the best vlogs I've ever made, I think. Matt, if you're around or you watch this, you'll agree, right? Man, oh man. The first day hike in approaching the entrance of the Sondong Cave, leaving the Hong En Cave, through the jungle, crossing rivers. Oh my, it was fabulous, fabulous. That day, I'll tell you what, doing these vlogs is amazing because you can relive entire segments, like oftentimes if you go on a vacation, you have an amazing day, or you go on an adventure, you have an amazing day. You go on and you see those moments. Maybe you'll snap some pictures, but holy bejesus, I got to relive every single moment in that cave. I mean, for the most part, I was working really hard to capture as much as I could. My camera was crapping out on me because did you notice, anybody watch that? You saw the lines? It's like the headlamp on my caving light put off a really weird frequency. Everybody's lamp did that, and when my camera was trying to interpret that light, I think it had something to do with the ISO for you camera nerds out there. But I tried so hard, I tweaked that over and over, and I couldn't figure it out. Is it choppy? Yeah, shutter speed or ISO or a combination of them. I tried so hard to fix it, I couldn't figure it out. Hello. Okay. Hello. They're reading my banner in the back. What if I trade in the trike for this? Technically, it's the exact same thing. That's a trike. Bye-bye. Wait. Hello. Anywho, that caving video is awesome. Where am I at the moment? I am in. I'm about 200 kilometers south of Da Nang. Actually, if you could read what's on that bush, that's where I am right now. Q-U-A-N-G, Quang. Geez, I hope I take the right road here. Hey, that looks interesting up there. I wonder if we could find a place to grab a coffee. I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to grab a coffee or you want to continue riding? Grab a coffee, continue riding. Find a place for a coffee, continue riding. Hello, hello. All right, coffee. I hope we find a coffee. I see some fellas over there drinking coffee. Let's see if they have coffee, huh? Xin-chào. You have coffee? Coffee? Coffee. Cafe? Cafe? All right, all right, all right. I'm good, I'm good. Oh, wrong bag. Oh, thank you, thank you. Xin chào, xin chào. Can I have a coffee? I am from America. USA. America. America. Yeah. You're gonna enjoy coffee with me. Hello.
Hello.
You are from here?
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Here.
Đi xuyên Việt mà anh chắc hẳn từ anh đi ra Việt Nam đi du lịch mà. Đúng rồi đó, quán cà phê đây. Cà phê đẹp đi.
Oh, oh.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. Come on, come
Medica
on.
là thành phố Đông Mỹ.
Tea is good. This is how they do Vietnam coffee. Coffee is here, the raw coffee, and it drips down into the cup. YouTube.
Hello.
All right, questions. Let's see. Watching from Texas, and it's cold today. It's not cold here. It's hot. Too bloody early. I wanted to get up early. I got up at 4 in the morning this morning, but I went back to sleep. I was planning to leave super early. Didn't work. Normally I'd sit and talk to these guys. I don't want to make them uncomfortable because I'm filming. You know what I mean? Hello.
Anh không giống lời nào ok luôn.
Hello.
What?
Huh?
What?
One. Oh, me. We'll make this coffee break pretty quick, and then we'll get back on the road. But there's no quickness to Vietnamese coffee. Vietnamese coffee is very, very slow to make. Just little by little by little.
Ở Mỹ á, là nó có một cái cửa hàng,
You love the. Oh.
cửa hàng đó là cái cửa hàng cũng lớn lắm, nhưng mà cái gì cũng là $1 hết. Nó gọi là $1 tức là $1.
It's good.
Anh muốn mua cái gì cũng $1 à. $1.
$1. My poor hat is dying. So they give me a cup of ice. So as soon as the coffee's ready, I pour it over ice, put a little sugar in there. It's an extremely sweet morning coffee. Okay, not much, but I hope it helps a little. Thank you, Robert. It does help. I appreciate it. If any of you do want to help out the tour as I travel around the world, I have links below. You can join my membership through YouTube or support me through Patreon. I appreciate everything that you can do. Just need to shout that out, just to let you know, just in case you haven't heard it a million times from me before. Where did Matt 2 leave me? Is he back in Vegas? Matt is back in Vegas. He watched yesterday's episode. He watched yesterday's episode from his he watched yesterday's episode from the comfort of his home in Las Vegas, and he relived the moment, you know, as well with me. So that was quite nice. Yeah, Matt. Where do you go? Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh.
Đi dự kiến này là mấy ngày? Quanh sushi đi mấy ngày dự kiến?
Oh, 1, 2, yeah, maybe 10 days. Maybe 10 days.
Đi quanh thế giới mà.
Yeah, you can see here. Here.
Nó là mát. Nó đi bằng quanh thế giới này, đi Trung Quốc quá.
Here, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand, all the way to Europe, down America here, America. So I go all the way around.
Đóp mà. Đóp.
The spreadsheet, yeah. Several days. This map comes in very handy.
Đó là mát. Mát là.
Matt, yeah.
Hôm nay ai mà tới mà thay sửa hay luôn.
Chơi 10 năm đâu có về hả?
Để nó dần quanh mà.
Mình thế giới mà đi mua biết ông về không về tới nhà đúng gì giống mà về giống về đi.
Let's see here, what else we got? How far are you planning to cycle today? It's supposed to be coastal, Richard, but I don't think I'll see much of the coast. The coastal highway here doesn't necessarily go like right along the water. It did in Da Nang, which was nice. Today I'm trying to put down anywhere over 100 kilometers. I'm trying to just put down about 100 kilometers. And but besides that, okay. Barb, do you think foot traffic will harm the ecosystem within the cave? It's a give and take situation. You either have, well, we're really respectable when we go into that cave. We pay a lot of money for them to remove all the waste and give us an amazing adventure. I'm going to do a whole video about the sustainability of the cave and the company that took us there and why it costs so much. I think you'll like that. I've got about 4 or 5 videos that'll be coming up about the cave. I'm really excited about it. So, when will I be in Malaysia? I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months, 6 months maybe. Can you guys hear me? This is normally why I don't go to the coffee shops, because it can get a little loud, and chaotic. Hi. Great video. The cave expedition was awesome. Oh man, Jiliran? Oh, I have so much more. Cheers. Hello. Thank you. Picture?
Shopping.
Okay.
Chụp.
Let me hold. I can do. 1, 2, 3. Everybody loves a selfie. It's good? It's okay? All right.
Bắt.
Hey, that's a nice picture.
Okay.
That's a very nice picture. Jayoe.
Biết. Ông nói vô phía trước có kìm cái này.
A lot of that. How was the food in the cave? Oh man, the food in the cave was better than the food we had at orientation and at the end of the tour. So inside the cave was the best food. You'll see. It's really amazing. I was really impressed with the. I mean, I know I paid a lot for the tour, but that cave tour, and I've done a lot of things, was one of the most amazing things I've ever done. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it with Matt too. Matt was a great guy to go in there and hang out in that cave with. Cool, Kenji. Thank you for supporting me through Teespring. I appreciate it.
Thế là lại tiếp thôi. Ở đó đi được là lấy cái.
You want to see me make my coffee?
Nó chỉ phép.
So I finish, right? Finish? So go here.
Phải thôi, chẳng có gì.
This here?
Okay.
Oh, here.
Ông già không chưa biết tiếng nói tiếng Bầu rồi.
Biết chứ.
Nope, nope.
Đời á. Đời cái vùng Mỹ mà.
I just dropped my. There we go. There we go.
Người nó là người.
Hả?
Anh hiền này, anh hiền này.
Nó là gì kỹ đó. Ý sợ nó. Kỹ.
Ice here, like this.
Okay.
Không biết đâu.
They're helping me. Tea. Thank you. Ooh, fresh.
Ngon không? Chế nước mắm ngọt.
Oh, you really mix that up, huh? I guess I was doing it wrong.
Nào đi ra.
Đây bỏ vào đây.
Okay, okay.
Ý trời.
No. Just two pieces. Just two pieces. Just two. Two. Okay. Okay. Now I got it right. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Once we get out of this coffee shop, I could focus a little bit more. We could talk. But pour the covfefe into the bowl glass. There's no venti in traditional coffee here in Vietnam. It's very, very. In order to get a venti, I'd have to have like 30 of those, and I would be bouncing off the walls. Yellow Mobile, Matt, I love your videos. I wonder how different your adventure would have been pre-digital era. I'm glad you're doing it at this point in development of the internet. All the best. You know what? I was thinking about that the other day. They're reading my banner. You know, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I would have as much interest in doing this if I couldn't share it with you guys. Sharing the journey is such a huge part. I mean, obviously meeting people on the road and having interactions and making relationships with people I meet and having the experiences. But my dad always told me that, like when my dad and I used to travel together, we'd always take pictures. And my dad would always say, put yourself in the picture because you're telling a story. Why would you take just a standard picture? Otherwise, it's just a postcard. It's probably why some of you might think I'm a bit self-centered on my tour because I like to tell the story through my own story. But you learning from my story through my story. You know, you're learning about the things around the world through my story. Whereas that's why I kind of like to do it, because I like to actually infuse myself into where I'm going so that I can share it with the world, you know, and YouTube provides us such an amazing opportunity to do that.
Chào hết anh nói tôi đây mua chứ mua là có bốn đó không?
I think there would still be a tour, but it would probably, I'm sure, be different. I'd have to figure out a new way to finance it because YouTube provides me such an easy way. I'd probably be doing commercial videos, like videos for hotels and stuff. You're leaving? Bye-bye. Anyways, I'm sure I would still be doing something pretty interesting. Humid for sure. Humid. Very humid today. It's only gonna get worse. I was trying to get started at like 4 o'clock in the morning, but then I could beat the humidity and still have it pretty cool. I'm only like 1.8 kilometers into this thing. I like to drink tea and coffee at the same time. But this coffee will be good. I'll pick up some food later. What else we got? No matter where we're going, they love the trike. Oh, Richard, I got an amazing story coming up. Listen, as far as what we've done in the past, we've got an amazing cave video, the next one. And then after that, another amazing one. After that, and another amazing one. I've got some little videos in there. And then after the caving, Matt and I do some cycling. So we pick Matt up a bike and we cycle together. I get pulled, just throwing some things out, I get pulled over by a military police here and almost get into trouble. The vid camera's rolling the whole time. I get threatened to turn off my camera and my phone and interrogated for a short while. I have a huge hill. I almost get dehydrated, probably the most dehydrated and heat stroke I'd ever been. Stupid me for not bringing water. Matt is going through some ups and downs. He didn't really like cycling so much, its effect on him. He was really sore. But he did a 100-kilometer day, which was great. 97 kilometers. So he Jayoed it up. I give him some credit. Yeah, we've got some amazing stories that are waiting. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm sort of, other than this live stream, I'm not doing a lot of video. I'm just sort of, thank you, come on. I'm just sort of pressing on. I'm trying to do a legitimate amount of distance every day. At the end of the day, sit down, find a hotel, no hostels, somewhere comfortable I can sit down and edit. I immediately pull out my laptop and I start drilling down the episodes. I am, at this moment, the video that you saw earlier today, the cave one, that's as much as I have finished. I have nothing finished beyond that point. Normally I have like 3 or 4 videos uploaded, but the videos in the cave are so big and so complicated that I just don't have them. I just don't have them finished. I don't know what this is. I think she's doing lottery tickets. Selling lottery tickets. It's okay. No, it's okay. I think that's be careful. Listen, normally I drink a ton of water. It was just I had forgotten it. No lucky. That's a good idea. As a matter of fact, everybody, just like every live stream I've done so far, Bikepacker is Mike, and we're headed to see Bikepacker. He has the front cog, the rear chain tensioner, the tools to take off the rear cog on the roll-off speed hub, and a couple of little doodads, and we're going to change some things on the drivetrain when we get to him. I think I'm about 400 kilometers away from you, Mike, so if I keep up this pace, I should see you in about 5 days, I think, give or take. Yeah, about 5 days. I do love to eat ice. Hey, this was a great idea. Kelly, right? Didn't you recommend I stop? Thank you for telling me to stop. This was a nice little interaction. You know, watching some TV. You see that furniture right there? They love this hardwood furniture. They remind me of the pews in church. They're just so uncomfortable. Like, that is just the most they're ornate and beautiful. They make them all over the place. I see them. Man, they're uncomfortable. You haven't seen me do 200 kilometers yet. I did 200 kilometers on the Jayoe travelogue tour when I had the trailer. That was hard. That was hardcore. $180 kilometers. That's what I like to do. That's a comfortable day, especially if I get started early. I'm going to pay for this coffee, and Kenji, I'll talk to you about the Osmo Pocket in just a second, but let me pay for my coffee. Hey, you're back.
Chú mở đầu.
Ui. Ui. Mời luôn.
Nice to meet you.
Chào tiếng Việt hả chú?
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. I sort of like those horns, actually. They're not too intrusive. Hey. They're not so intrusive. Hey, see you later. All right, we are on the road again. Riding and talking, talking and riding. Let's see how long my battery in my phone lasts. Okay, so, Osmo Pocket. The Osmo Pocket is a great tool. I have been using it pretty much exclusively for the extended ride videos. The audio on it is still shit, but I've heard that they have an audio adapter. I have yet to find a store where I can get it from, but as I might tell you in the future, I'll be headed back to Ningbo for a little while, doing some things in China to help Annie out and see Stinker Dinker, my Eva. So maybe I'll try and find one while I'm there. I brought it into the cave. I brought the Osmo into the cave, but a cave is not ideal for anything with a small sensor. So the low light conditions was, I don't know, just wasn't nice. I would have much rather used my bigger camera. So there was no real moment where I was like, I'm gonna use that there was no real moment where I said I'm gonna use that Osmo Pocket. It was a neat idea. Also, the other thing is that the Osmo Pocket is a gimbal, you know? So like the little end moves all the time. So there's exposed, the way it moves, it has like magnets and like, the electronics are kind of exposed to the elements. And inside that cave, in most of the hikes, it was almost like you were inside of a cloud. There was particles that you could see in the air. It was like you were inside of a very, very thick mist. And hello. And so I was really nervous about using it in the cave. So I relied on Matt to use, hello. I relied on Matt to use his GoPro, and I used my other camera. And I think I did a pretty good job of capturing the cave. Hyper Smooth is as good as gimbal. Yeah, but I like the gimbal too. I'll try it out. Hello. Hyper Smooth. Anyways, yeah, that's I got to use it some more to kind of really give you guys an adequate review on it. But I will do a review on it. Actually, I have a whole plan for a bunch of reviews. I want to do reviews on every single bag I have. I have a review on this bag. I've got a review on these bags. I've got a review on these bags. And I even have a review for this little trunk bag here. I got a lot of things I can review and talk about. But I want to do like really individual reviews. Like if somebody wants to buy this specific handlebar bag, I got a lot to say about it. So I'll add the Osmo and the Mavic Air, and I carry a lot of kit that I've really, some things I really like, but some things not so much, you know. Coming up to an intersection. I always love coming up to an intersection because everybody's forced to stop. And then as you kind of weave in, well, these people are going straight, but as you weave in, normally everybody's kind of like, holy shit, what is that guy doing? Where is he going? I don't think I'm gonna get, I'm pretty much minimal as it stands. So this is about as minimal as I'm gonna get. So I'm very happy with what I have and what I've been using. Hello. I don't think I'm gonna get much less than this. Maybe a few pieces of clothing, because as long as I can find a place to wash clothes, I really only need two sets of clothes. But it's really nice if I want to put on something. Hello. Put on something nicer. What was that? How would you compare riding traffic compared to China? Gosh, it's a little bit hard because riding here is almost identical to riding in some parts of China. I mean, Hanoi was pretty, well, as modern as I've gotten really so far, sort of. And even that was like rural China. Tons of motorbikes and people weaving in and out. I haven't felt any less danger or more danger, you know, like safe or, you know, I just, hello, just people weaving in and out, people waving hello, big trucks making a lot of noise. As a matter of fact, most of the big trucks here are from Chinese companies anyways. You see the Chinese logos on them and stuff, and they're probably hauling shit from China all the way down through Vietnam. There's a lot of Chinese industry here that is working its way into life around here. What was the safest country to trike in? Geez, that's a All right, it's not China because I got hit in China. It's not Vietnam, although it is safe. I think the safest is probably Korea. Korea had dedicated cycling lanes, so when I rode in Korea, I didn't even have the potential in a lot of cases to interact with other trucks, you know. So, but I like this, honestly. I like the integration with people. It's exciting. Hello. Hello. I like moving in with everybody. It's so funny. Like, people are like, "Why aren't you camping more?" Man, camping is so solitary. When you find a campsite, you're basically telling everybody around you. Well, you're basically telling yourself that you're going to be alone. You find a hotel. Hello. You find a hotel, and you can say, "Oh, you know, I might be able to talk to the receptionist. I might be able to, you know, interact with somebody." You're pretty close to the. Normally, if the other thing is if you set up a camp, in order to get food, or if you wanted to go out, you have to leave camp and leave your stuff. So there's a little bit of nerves there. So I try. Some mom with her kid. So I try to. Ow. There's a school. All the kids are doing morning routine. Oh, they're doing a routine. Can you see that in there? All those white shirts? I think that's a school. That's cool. Hello. Xin chào. Anyway, where was I? That was like, there was about 600 people sitting in white shirts sitting in that square. I was thinking about like putting the camera up, but although I am a YouTuber and I like to capture stuff, I still have a moment where I don't like to inconvenience people or like impede on people's personal space. And putting a camera over a wall to view into a school to see a bunch of people sitting there, I don't know. They would have probably loved it, but yeah, whatever. All right, let me look at comments. Try and get my brain back to where we're at. Where's my helmet? Right there. That on my head. Matt wore the helmet for a little while. So there was a Matt wearing that helmet. Hey, hello. I'll put the camera forward, that way you can see the cars going by. I love the drone footage on your channel. Can you tell me what drone you use? Yeah, John commented, I use a Mavic Air. So let me show you. This is the Mavic Air right here. This is the controller right here. And I got 2 batteries there. It is perfect. Yeah, you think so, Jordan, but most people are pretty okay with it. It depends on how you film people. Jordan said it's creepy as an American filming kids, and that's true. I mean, anybody that's filming kids in a specific way can be regarded as creepy. I think it's how you do it. And like, if you get permission or you get acceptance from the parents, right? Like if you come up to a kid and you like invade the kid's space, but if you go to the parents and you kind of smile and say, "Oh, is that your daughter? Oh, that's so cute. What's your name?" And then you kind of, you know, carefully insert the camera into the situation. It can be allowed. Hello. Little bridge here. Yeah, there we go. If you guys are wondering where I am, the name of the city that I slept at is right there. Quang. It's a lot of free to use camera in Asia. That is very true. Hello. When you're riding in Asia, hold on. Sorry for the shaky. I'm pulling my stick down. When you ride in Asia, you realize that, man, people are really paranoid in the States. Hello. Hello, hello. People are really paranoid in the States. They think everybody's got a nefarious reason for recording anything. And it's so odd that probably most Americans are on some sort of security television all the time. They just don't know it. But if some guy is recording, they get an attitude. But in Asia, everybody loves it. They wave to the camera, they accept it. I don't know. I'm kind of saying this from my few experiences in the States, and we'll see what happens when I get there with the tour. Hopefully the trike is useful to disarm people. Motorcycles, it's like car in Vietnam. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it is a very common form of transportation here. You know what's nice is that there's so many bikes here. I mean, that big truck driver is 100% certain that he's sharing the road with two-wheeled or three-wheeled contraptions, you know? So there's like an awareness. There's like an awareness that people have. They're like, oh, okay, we're gonna be running around bikes and trikes and things like this, so we gotta be careful. We gotta open up the road and make sure that we give people space. Plus in Asia, you know, if you look, this whole lane here is just for bikes. So as long as I stay, it's wide, you know? As long as I stay in this zone, I'm good to go. I don't have any problem. Yeah, they love to blast the music, which is nice because I like to blast my music too. And when I'm cycling around, I don't feel like I'm bugging anybody. I'll play my music really loud. It's kind of funny though, because I have like a lot of CCR, Sweet Home Alabama, old Doobie Brothers and stuff that was playing like during the Vietnam War. So I'm cycling through Vietnam playing these old tunes. In some ways, I feel like it's connecting with the community in a weird way. Hello. It's so funny. The looks on people's faces, it's great. Xin chào. 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you what, man. Smiling is nice. I get so much joy out of making people smile. Just great, you know. I don't care what you're doing. If you can step out of your life for a moment and say, wow, that's kind of a neat thing, or appreciate something unique. Being that unique thing is kind of neat. It gives me a sense of pride. Hello. Especially like that lady there who looks at you with this, not a scowl, but like a, with a weird look, you know, and then smiles. Or some of the funniest things, hello. Some of the funniest things is when you bump into a bunch of Chinese people. And, hello. You bump into some Chinese people. Because there's, like I said, a lot of Chinese truck drivers using these highways. And so the truck drivers will stop at the truck stops. I often will stop at a truck stop. And they'll try to gesture what you're doing. And then I'll go, oh, 你好, 你从哪里来? Where are you from? 我是美国人, 可是我住在中国10年了. I says, I'm American, but I lived in China for 10 years. Where are you from? Their eyes, holy shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. And so we have this fun conversation, you know. 为什么你在越南? Why are you in Vietnam? It's so funny. If I heard myself talking Chinese and I was like 15 years ago, Matt, she would be like, "Holy shit, Matt, what have you been doing?" It's such a weird language for a Westerner to speak. Oh, rooster. Anyways, Matt, we're in the UK. We're your greatest fan, watching you live at 1:45 a.m. I'm sorry, Angela. This is the time I start. I would try to, you know, the world is round. There's never a good time, you know, with regards to somewhere in the world. It's always going to be a poor time to start a live stream sometimes. Hello. Where do you get the soundtrack music for your videos? John asked. Epidemic Sound is a, which side do you like better? That side? This side? I think this side is better because it's a nice field coming up ahead and garbage. That's a beautiful garbage. They just burn it. It smells like plastic in a lot of places. Not the best way to dispose of garbage, but I guess, I mean, that's pretty much what everybody does with garbage. If it doesn't get buried, it gets burned. They just do it publicly here on a smaller scale. We are going 16 kilometers an hour, which is great, actually. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I'd probably be going about 20. And, but I would be thinking about the road so much that would feel like a long way. Whereas, because we're doing a live stream right now, I can just sort of enjoy the ride and chill and talk to you guys and still put some distance down. What a great way to do it, right? Ah, geez, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? I'm sorry, I forgot where I was. Anyways, live stream timing probably. It is what it is. And Angela, I'm glad you're here for as long as you need to be here. Or as long as you want to be here. Oh, I made a video a couple of days ago about the fact that I really wish people could go to the places instead of just watch them. And it was sort of, I feel like I came off as arrogant because, I mean, obviously I'm asking you to watch my experiences. And so I'm telling the people watching my videos that, you know, you shouldn't be watching me, you should be doing it. And I do feel that way. I just feel like I came off a bit arrogant in the subject matter. And I really don't mean it. If you guys have something physically, you know, in your life that, you know, a couple of you guys, you know, you are having some tough times. I'm not saying that you have to go out there. I'm just saying that if you have the ability and you can get over the fact that, you know, not get over the fact, but if you can do it yourself, to do it yourself. I love to share my stories with you guys, but being in that cave, for example, was such an awe-inspiring experience that I would recommend anybody do it themselves, even though it costs a lot. It was just an epic thing. There are a lot of other caves in Asia too, or in Vietnam as well, but the Son Doong Cave, it only lets in so many people. It's not overrun. It's almost the way it was 100 million years ago, you know? Wow, that is, you felt time, like time was tangible inside that cave, like you could hold it. Everywhere where you looked, it was all carved by time. And there wasn't like kiosks and Coke cans and garbage on the floor and this and that, you know, like you saw nature the way it was supposed to be. Yeah. Even, you know, like less than Everest. Everest still has trash embedded in the ice, areas that had been, you know, affected by avalanches, and you know, you can't pull a tent out of a avalanche site. It's stuck in there. It's preserved forever, or at least until it gets down past the ice fall and maybe breaks up. Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying? You guys rock. All of you rock. It's just I would love to be able to share the experiences with you more vivid. Like by having you guys actually go. Anyways, it wasn't meant to be arrogant. It was just meant to be a topic. Me and Matt we did a few of those like personal chats. I did a talk with Matt about a backpacker's view of cycle touring, which came out really good. We did talks about some travel experience, a lot of talks. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it was great. Let me see the comments here. Didn't come off as arrogant, although I thought about what you said for an entire day. A lot. That's great, Christina. That's great. As long as you have a tool to remove the gear off the roll-off. You have that tool, Mike. I know that they sent you that removal tool. Don't freak me out. Yeah, that's what I mean. Not possible for certain people with serious physical problems. But if down the road, some of you might be living with those problems, but down the road, if you can get over those problems in some way, or even do smaller things. It doesn't have to be the trip to the largest cave in the world. Hello. It could be something more catered towards you in your life, you know. Just saying, do as much as you can. Hello. Do as much as you can to push your limits, because we only have one life. We have the cards we're dealt, but we can play them in a number of ways. And that's what I'm saying. Howdy, everybody. We got 183 people in here. That's pretty cool. You know what's funny is while I was in the cave, if you watched the end of the last episode, you were introduced to a new persona of mine, the David Attenborough persona. He's going to come out a few more times in the next few vlogs, actually. My David Attenborough persona. Cycling south through the Vietnam countryside. All right, that one was shitty. That one was shitty. If I can focus and I'm not distracted, I can do a pretty damn good at David Attenborough. I'm going to point the camera forward. That way I'll talk and then you can watch. You can see the people. Xin chào, hello. No, they didn't. Oh, I really hope you're pulling my chain. I really hope you're pulling my chain. That was one of the purposes, is them to send you that tool to remove that rear cog. Oh my gosh, if they didn't, I'll be freaking crazy. Let me go back through the comments section. What was the price for the cave trip? The cave trip cost $3,000. 3,000 US dollars. Hello. A lot of money. A lot of money, but worth every penny, to be honest. Your vids got me back into riding 1,000 miles since October. That is awesome. Oh, my English accent will come back from time to time. You simply have to wait for the opportunity for me to pull it out of my pocket and employ it to the surrounding areas. You never know where Matt's English accent will emerge and where eventually it will recede into darkness yet again, never to pull its head out. I don't know, that's horrible. At least don't say Attenborough. Attenborough. I am David Attenborough. Attenborough. What's your next country to visit? That'll be Cambodia in a little while. 1st of April, April Fool's Day. Oh, okay. You got me. You got me. You got me. You know what? I totally forgot that today was April Fool's Day. I was thinking yesterday about it, and I was like, what can I do to get people... geez, I could have like staged an accident, been in the road, got some people to like stage some sort of... Oh, that would have been cruel though. I don't do that stuff. But it would have been... Oh, the tour's over. I'm done. You know what's been funny is to record something with Matt and then have that be part of the... Like, Matt and Matt's changed places. I'm in Vegas and he's out here on the road on the trike. That would have been funny. Hello. Looks like we're in another city here. Hi. Yeah, you thought I was in the cave. Well, according to the vlogs, I am. But I am like a full 10 days behind. Hello. I'm a full 10 days behind my my current day. So Matt is gone. Hello. I'm on my own. I'm cycling south to meet Mike to repair the trike. And that's kind of it. Other than that, I'm just progressing. I'm progressing south. How's my camera moving, guys? Is it good? I think I'm pretty good at holding this camera. Although the stabilization in the phone is not the best. I think I'm doing the best possible. Do you miss Matt? Who's that? Is Annie here? Matt, how's the knee doing from being in the cave and riding again? Look at that. Look at that. I got an interesting story about my knee. I got to look at the camera when I do this one. I had an interesting story about my knee. I was riding through Hoi An, which is a sort of a hippie, touristy town, a lot of shops, a lot of, just a lot of shops, a lot of shopping. During the day, me and Matt were there, and we weren't really feeling the vibe because we're not too much shoppers. We're not much for shopping. But at night, the boats come out, the lights turn on, and man, oh man, it becomes a whole new place. And I really enjoyed it. I was cycling through just these like market streets. I don't want to buy things, but I don't mind hanging out with people who are buying things. People who are there, you know, exploring maybe Asia for the first time, or, you know, the conversations you have are great. And then they see the trike and they're like, what are you doing? And they're expecting you to say, I'm cycling, you know, Vietnam. But when you say you're cycling around the world, oh my God, the conversations I spark. Really, really cool. I'm gonna try a new camera angle here. I'm trying to go out, bring it down. Is that good? Here we go. You can see the city. Bridge. Pretty cool. The only problem is my phone is going to run out of battery soon, and I'm going to have to plug it in. And the cable's not long enough to go all the way out there, so I'm going to end up bringing it back in a little bit. But for now, just watch. See the ducks? Let's spin it around here. You guys want some ducks? Look at the duck herders out there. They're herding the ducks. You can hear them squawking. Oh, he's got one. He's got one. Oh, you see that? That trailer has a pig in it. Big pig. Big pig. What was what? What was what? The trailer? That was a pig. Oh, this is interesting. Check this out. You hear that sound? There's the sound of. Okay, one of the last episode that I had of the vlog. I told you that there were some locals that climbed up the rocks and then took swift eggs out of the swiftlets, like swallows, out of the rocks. And a lot of you guys were trying to correct me and say, no, that's bird's nest. The locals are taking a bird's nest. Bird's nest is a type of nest made by a type of swift, a swallow, where they make it with the spit of their mouth. And they're really expensive. Chinese really love to eat the bird's nest soup. Well, that building right there, you see that little speaker on the top, that black thing? That is making the sound of the swifts. And you see the little windows on the side? Those are all little windows. Or swifts, oh, they're different? Okay, well, this is bird's nest. This is a bird's nest building. So the birds, swift or swallow or whatever, they enter the building and they build nests. And then the crew at the bottom, they take the nests. And then it's a cycle. They just keep making those nests. You see all the birds around it. Can you hear the sound? It's a bit hard to hear it over traffic, but there you go. You hear it? You hear it? Anyways, that whole building is only designed to house as many nests as possible. Kind of interesting. Anyways, Annie is here, but she's not chatting. Hey, AB. Maybe she's getting up in the morning. Those are swifts, yes. I have swifts living in my roof. They're hooligans when they fly around together. They make a lot of noise. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they make a soup from the nest. It's crazy because I know that there's bird poop and stuff in that nest. I wonder how they clean them. It might be nice to actually go to a bird's nest place in Malaysia. Malaysia's really busy with that. Hello. Actually, when I get to Malaysia, I've been to India and Malaysia. In Malaysia, I saw a ton of those bird's nest places. And that might be sort of a bucket list side adventure to go into a bird's nest house, see how they do things, how they clean the nests. It could be interesting. Hello. It could be a very, that would be a really nice side trip, actually. If any of you guys know a bird's nest guy or a bird's nest contact, let me know. Oh, my knee. That's what we were talking about. So I did the cave trip. Oh, geez, look at that. There's 2 pigs in there. 2 big pigs on the back of a motorbike. Alive. My knee. That's right. I was telling the story. Sorry. That was really, if you guys get dizzy, that was rough. Anyways. So, I was cycling up and down Hoi An. See, that's where I was talking before I just went way off on a tangent. Xin chào, hello. So I was cycling in Hoi An, and I see this guy drive past me on a motorbike, and he's got like long dreads. He looks like sort of like a Rastaman, a little bit, like a Southeast Asian Rastaman. Like, you know, just really casual, like hippie-ish kind of cool guy. Anyways, he waves to me, big smile. And then we go on our way, we drive away from each other. But then I see him again on the road, and he's walking, and I stop. Hey, how's it going, man? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, I'm from Thailand, my family's from Krabi. We started a conversation. And I was wearing my knee brace. And he said, hey, can I do something? Can I help your knee? I was like, whatever, man, sure. So he puts his hand on my knee, and for a very solid 2 minutes, that was 2 minutes, a long time, he was chanting. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but he was saying a number of prayers or chants or however you want to say it. He was pushing some good vibes. His hand was so soft, it felt really comfortable touching my knee. I'm not a huge believer in that stuff. I'm not really a believer in it at all, but I do believe that that positive energy has a positive effect. And I think that he was trying his hardest to push some positive mojo into my knee. And I have not been wearing my brace for the last few days. And I have not had the need to. It feels great. I have actually been doing pretty good on my knees for the past month. So, I mean, it wasn't necessarily because of what he did, but he did kind of remind me to think about my knee. And I'm like, you know what? It hasn't been hurting for a while. Let me see if I can just give it a test ride and go without the brace for a little while, at least until I might feel some strain. So yeah, some good mojo from a strain. He didn't ask for money. It wasn't anything like, you know, I said a prayer for you now. It was none of that. It was nothing. In fact, he invited me to stay with his family when I'm in Krabi. It was a total positive experience. Very cool. Hey, I believe a lot in the placebo effect. Power of positive. Hello. Power of positive thinking. I like that. Anyways, let's see here. I've been not listening to the Mr. Miyagi. If it's square taper, a bottom bracket is cheap to replace and easy to do with a few special tools. Just need GPX. Okay, sounds good. Incantations. Yeah, it was like incantations. Good morning, John Edwards. John Edwards, isn't he the psychic? Psychic. Will you be coming to Alaska in the future? I'll be there every summer now. I'm not ruling out Australia. It's not on my map right now, but maps can change. Suzal, hello. Oh, sorry, I have to go. Invited me for coffee. Some things are better left a mystery. Hello. What about your knee? I commented a few, Richard Miller, I commented a few above. I'm in Vietnam, yeah, south of Da Nang by a couple of 100 kilometers. Where are you? Okay. That's it, that's as far back as I'm going. We're back to current. You met Buddha. Yeah, maybe I met a reincarnation of Buddha. Hello. Xin Lots of this. Just lots of tea fields. I think that's tea or wheat. I think that's wheat. Which model of camera are you using? Herb asked. This is iPhone X. That's an iPhone X I'm using right now. Is it good quality? How's the quality? I'm streaming my iPhone X from Vitel, which is one of the phone companies here, and it's pretty good. Pretty good service. Yeah, it is nice to be on the road and ride and talk, but I feel like it's a little bit difficult for me to delve into a topic as normally I do, because I'm thinking about traffic, I'm thinking about my mirrors, I'm thinking about the road condition, I'm thinking about who's coming up from behind me, I'm thinking about gravestones and things to talk about as I cross through. That was some roadkill. That was a big rat or something. Haven't seen. Hello. Girl's cute. Girl on it with her dad. Big smile, big smile. That was a big conversion. That was confusion to, whoa. Yeah, that was too close for comfort, that guy right there. All right, Mike, check this out, buddy. This is where Mike is right now. 398 kilometers away to you, buddy. I'll be there in 4 or 5 days, probably 5 days. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna switch off for a very quick second. I need to check my battery. Mark? Oh shit, I'm sorry, Mark. That's why these videos make me less lucid. Sorry. You know, funny story. My dad, still, like before he died, my dad would get my name wrong from time to time. He would call me Mark or Mike. His brother is Mike. my uncle, Uncle Mike. So it's not only you. It doesn't have anything to do with my connection to you or my friendship with you. It has to do with my brain. Yeah, but you know, Richard, I might take a day break, and there might be a less. I always overestimate the amount of days it's going to take me to get somewhere, so I'm not disappointed. And like today, I've only gone 12 kilometers. My pace is my pace is a little slow. Anyways, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plug in my phone. All right, hold on. All right, we're plugged in. It also means that I'm tethered a little bit to the cable, so I can't quite reach out the camera as far from me as possible. Anyways, are you guys enjoying this? Are you enjoying this this hodgepodge of a ride through Vietnam? Fantastic. Fantastic. I should do more of these, actually, because these things are a lot easier to do for me than recording every day. You know what's funny is I left, when Matt left, I went to Hoi An and then stayed a day there cycling. And then I said, Hoi An's like the last really notable location before I head back on the road, start working my way down towards Mark. So, see, even then, I was fighting with Mike and Mark in my head. And so I decided, why don't I just don't do a lot of video, and I just encapsulate the next 3 or 4 days into one video. But it's so hard to do. It's so hard for me to do. There's so many interesting things I see. I want to capture them. Oh. I'm doing the best I can, but you know, I do the relive at the end of every day. I met some interesting people. I just want to share everything. It's crazy. But if I could do like live streams, you know, that's pretty good. The only problem with the live stream is that people are watching me today, and then as soon as they watch the vlog, it's like, what was that? Interesting little bar. As soon as they watch the vlog, it's like 10 days past, you know. So how many more cave videos to go? Woo. Tomorrow's cave video, or I don't know if I'll finish it by tomorrow, but the next cave video, ooh, it's gonna be entering the Sundong Cave. Big day, big day. Then they will be the next day exploring the Sundong Cave. I think I'll split that into 2 pieces. I'm not sure where I'm gonna split it. I gotta watch, like, I don't really know where I'm gonna cut things until I watch the video. Hello. But so far it's been happening pretty organically. Like, I've been watching the videos and cutting, and I'm like, oh, this is a great place to end. Like, if you watch yesterday, the video, the last one, you know, welcome to the Sundong Cave, and then that was like, I was like, oh, there we go. That's the end of that video. It was really, really perfect. You know, I've edited over 1,000, like 1,200, 1,500 videos now, and I record videos very intentionally. Hello. Very intentionally. Even I don't even realize how I'm recording it. But when I look at it on the computer at the end of the day when I'm editing, I'm never disappointed. And recently I'm never even like regretting, oh, I should have recorded more of this, because I just do I do it very good for me, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, damn, Matt, you know you really well. You're like, in order to edit perfectly. And these vlogs have just been coming together really nicely. Really happy. Really happy. It makes, you know what it makes me think? It makes me wonder, I wonder what my content would have looked like, my Everest tour would have looked like if I took my Everest tour today, because I did Everest when I was really just getting started with the vlog, and I think that if I would have done it today, ah man, it would have been really interesting. It could have been epic as far as the upgrade of quality and story. But you know, it is what it is. Live without regret. Let's talk. Hey, little buddy. Hey, anybody in Vietnam? What is bun? Does bun mean cold noodles? Because I had bun cha with my friend, bun cha, and I see like the sign for bun. Is bun noodle and is cha pork? That's what I think it is, cold noodle and pork. No? So what is bun? I know pho is rice noodles in soup, right? So there's different types of pho. Pho, you know, you can have the pho with beef and chicken and pork and different things, or vegetables. Just maybe somebody, cha is minced pork, okay. Bun is noodles? Oh. So bun is just basic noodles. All right, up ahead we have some police. So I'm gonna stop talking. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna hold the camera right here. We'll just ride past them. I'm doubting they're gonna bother me, but they're right up here. Beautiful countryside though. You'll see them in my rear view mirror when we pass by this truck here. They're impounding a truck or something. All right, we are through. We are past. Here we go. Here's another sign that's interesting. Ho Chi Minh, 818 kilometers. That's my destination after Nha Trang. Yeah, thanks everybody for being quiet. Hello, Tammy from Michigan. How are you? Bun cold noodles, not soup. Mixed meat, vegetables, and noodles. So, okay. So bun is the dry noodles, but pho is the soup noodles. And then cha is minced pork. Okay. Because, you know, until you know it, you don't know it. And I was just trying to figure out what it was. Bun bo is warm. Matt, did you hear Mongolia? I don't know, what does Mongolia sound like? And Hawaiian chow lao is great. It's noodles dish. Oh, I didn't have it. I could have spent more time in Hoi An, yeah, for sure, but I ended up moving on. Cool, Mark. Thanks for the tips. It all burns for fuel and makes a good turd. Okay. Mian. Yeah, that's Chinese. No clue. I like eating KFC and Burger King. Okay, I'm going backwards, so like comments are now joining up. Hello. All right. Okay. I just thought about what I need to talk about. So, you're gonna see some amazing videos. Your next meal is on me. Thank you, John. I appreciate it, buddy. I love Vietnam because that will actually buy me a beer and a very nice meal, even with the YouTube take on that. In fact, that could pay for my night stay tonight, depending on where I stay. I've been staying, like I said, in hotels. Hello. I've been staying in hotels recently just because I need to focus on videos. If I'm more caught up with videos, I'll stay in a hostel because I want more people interaction. But if I need videos done, then I really, hello. if I need videos done, then I need to stick to with some discipline and getting stuff done. Hotel's better. You can meet people in the bars. Mark is like, beers, women, burgers, hotels. That's called immersing yourself in the culture. That's a nice hat. And bikes, Beers, burgers, and bikes, and broads. Anyways, it never hurts to have a couple of beers. You know, one thing, because Matt's a health nut. You know, Matt, the one that was traveling with me before. Not really a health nut. He just watches what he eats, and he was saying, Matt, I think that the beers probably don't help a lot with regards to your weight. He was so astonished at the fact that I don't lose weight as easily as he does. He's like, I can't believe that you're doing so much work and you still have this. All right, Krigan, it's nice to see you. Have a great day. Jayoe, catch you later. This is a long live stream, I guess, 86. We'll do 2 hours and then we'll flip it off and I'll be on my way. Or the feed will cut out, either or. But yeah, the future. So, we're gonna ride to Mark, we're gonna redo the drivetrain on the trike. As soon as that's finished, I'll stay with Mark. I'm planning probably a couple of days. We'll be hanging out, depending on your situation. And then afterwards, I got a little something here. Can't get it out. Anyways, after that, I will continue on, and actually, Sensei, I hope you could teach me some things about marketing. I'm very curious if we get sit down and talk. Sintal, hello. Check my side view mirrors real quick. So, where was I? Future. So I'm gonna leave Mark's place and head south towards Ho Chi Minh. As you saw the sign, by the time I get there, it'll be about 500 more kilometers, from 400 or 500 more kilometers. So it'll take me about another week. And when I arrive to Ho Chi Minh, it's a big city with a big airport. I'm going to find a hostel to store the trike for a couple of weeks. And we're gonna go and we're gonna see Stinker Dinker Eva and Annie. And it's gonna go to a little bit more professional Matt period of time. Annie is doing something special this year. She is doing the Canton Fair in Guangzhou. You guys have seen me do the Canton Fair before. It's a big trade fair. If you guys don't know, Annie's business is product development and picture frames. And ordinarily, she does the Canton Fair to promote, like a big wholesaler. She helps out a friend of hers who's selling all sorts of different picture frames, and she's just a cog in the chain. In this year, Annie has invested in her own booth at the Canton Fair. And just throwing it out there, if you guys want a product made, if you guys want a product made, you need some picture frames, or I mean, she supplies products to people all over the world. But your quantity's got to be a little bit higher. She does higher quantity stuff, but she can find almost any sort of home good or thing that you might buy at Walmart. And as long as the quantity's high, and you might want to get a different quote, you can contact Annie, and you can find her on Facebook. Hello. You can also come to the Canton Fair, because we'll be at the Canton Fair. That's basically what I'm saying. So she's sort of risking a bit to do this Canton Fair right, and she needs help. So obviously I'm going to come down there. I'll hang out with Stinker Dinker. Hello. I'll hang out with Stinker Dinker. See, that dog had a nice inquisitive look. It wasn't paranoid. Hey, thanks, Angela. Thank you for the 15 euros. That is very appreciated. Very appreciated. Anyways, once I get to Ho Chi Minh, I'm flying to Ningbo. I got to produce a video for her booth. So the video will be like, hi, my name's Matt, and this is Mingda Frames. At Mingda, we can produce any number of frames for your needs. We have big frames, small frames, family frames, you know, single frames. Anyways, I got to do a video for the booth. And so I'm going to do that the week before. And then I'll go to the Canton Fair, help her during the Canton Fair, and then after for a few days. So, so it'll be a couple of weeks. I'll return to the road. And then from Ho Chi Minh, I'll exit Vietnam into Cambodia, then into Thailand, then heading south towards Malaysia and Singapore, and just Jayoe it up. We've got an interesting story ahead of us. The next sort of big thing is Angkor Wat in Cambodia. We're going to check out Angkor Wat. Then the next big thing after that is Hua Hin. My friend Randy lives in Hua Hin in Thailand. And after that, doing some scuba diving in Thailand, hopefully. Hello. Just a lot of really cool stuff coming up. So get ready for that. The tour is gonna sort of take a couple of little tour turns. But you know what I was thinking? It's like, this tour is my lifestyle, right? I'm living on the road, I'm traveling on the road, and so, you know, excuse me, sorry. Most people wouldn't necessarily want to share everything, so I'd like to share with you what happens when I do go off the road, you know. So, hello, ladies. Old ladies are so cute. I always wondered, like a really old, wrinkled lady. That lady was a beautiful teenager at one point in time, you know. Age, so crazy. We look at an old person like they've never been young, you know. I felt like that when my grandpa died, you know. Like, my grandpa was a guy just like me, you know. Different motivations, different lifestyle for sure. But hello, but he was still a young fella at one point in time. We all were. We all come into the world as babies and exit as elderly, hopefully. Hopefully. Ramblin' Randy, yeah, Matt is back in Vegas. So I don't know, is Matt here? I don't know. I know he's jet lagged. He's trying to, you know, he had a long flight back. So I talked to him a few hours ago, and I told him when I published that video, the last episode of the vlog, he saw it. He really enjoyed it. You think you're gonna camp more when you stay in more expensive countries? I think so. I think I'll probably, you know, like I really enjoyed camping in Japan. They had really nice parks, outlets and places, you know. I see myself camping in New Zealand. You know, if I could like wake up in the morning, find a coffee shop, work, and then get on the road, find a place to tent. That's what I did in Japan, in Korea. It's like, well, not all in Korea, more in Japan. I think I camp more in Japan than almost anywhere. But I have to find a place where I can edit and upload the videos. So, like the modern countries actually are kind of weird, easier to camp because they have a lot of places where I can sit down and work, and the campsites have electricity where I can recharge. Hello. So, anyway, does that answer your question? How long will you hang out in Ho Chi Minh before going back in China? Well, Kelly's there, obviously, so I'm gonna see you, and we're gonna hang out there for a couple of days, probably, and then I'll head back. Kelly is in Ho Chi Minh right now. He's been there for a while, and so I wanna meet up with you. But Annie really needs me, so she's gonna be chomping at the bit to get me to come back as soon as possible. So we'll hang out for a little while. Yeah, Matt was a great travel companion. I've had great luck with travel companions for the most part. Right? I started thinking about the past. There was Obviously, the first one was Ryan. Ryan was my backpacking companion and my trike companion for a little while. I love that guy. What a great guy to tour with. Our minds are sort of in sync. He's a little bit different than me in interesting ways, and we did really well. Hopefully, down the road we can join forces again and maybe do a little traveling. Then, when I was in northern Hokkaido, northern Japan, I met up with a couple of Switzerland. I think they were from Switzerland, and those guys were amazing. They were so great. We rode together for, geez, I think it was about a week and a half, over a week. That was a fantastic journey. That was my first time cycling with cycle tourists, and that was nice. That was an interesting thing. They were leaps and bounds above me as far as experience on the road, and so that translated into a really nice mix where they were teaching me things that I did not know, or making me also comfortable with things that I was unsure about, and that was nice. And then the middle waste of Japan, I met John. You guys know John probably. John was the Austrian, Chinese-Austrian guy, and he was a newbie, which was great for me because he was riding his bike slow enough to where we'd keep pace. But he was learning from me just like I was learning from that Swiss couple. And Swiss? I think they were Switzerland. I think so. And and then Matt. Matt is a wholly different person. Every single person I've traveled with has had just amazing positives, you know. It really. Well, King Quang wasn't really like a. King Quang took me on a tour. I consider what we're talking about is somebody that sticks with the tour for more than like 3 days. But King Quang was, gosh, I mean, those are interactions, you know. King Quang was an interaction. For those of you that don't know, type in Penghu, P-E-N-G-U, Jayoe, J-A-Y-O-E, and you'll see my videos with a King Quang. King Quang was a really cool guy, really amazing fella. I'd love to tell you some stories about King Quang. I met him, he was lost in love. He was in love with this lady. And he's just a sweet guy, sweet big guy. And I mean, if we're talking about little interactions, there's, you know, Mr. Kendo, you know, in northern Japan. Man, I met a lot of interesting people in Japan. But I met a lot of interesting people in Taiwan. I meet interesting people everywhere. Anyways, I don't know, what were we talking about? Oh, the fact that Matt was a good companion. Yeah, he was. He was. I think that Matt will merge into the tour yet again in the future. We were talking about maybe doing a liveaboard, like a scuba diving trip in Sippadon. Sippadon is on his bucket list. It's a place he really wants to go. And you know what? It's a place I really want to go too. So maybe if I can build Jayoe up a little bit more, I can use it as collateral to give me some sort of a discount on a liveaboard in Sippadon and do a video there. We'll see. We'll see. Things are in the works. Love you two, Matt, together. Thanks for photos and sharing your journey. You're very welcome. Oh, is Matt here? Is Matt here? Hey, it's like I'm here. It's like I'm there. Yeah, Matt, it's just like you're here. Minus the ass pain, the wrist pain, the neck pain, the shoulder pain, the frustration. Yeah, minus all that shit. It's like you're that guy on the red bike. Honestly, I think that would have been a cool way to go. Get a little, you could have like really cheaply got a little moped or something and rode with me. That would have been cool. I was thinking about that the last couple of days, Matt. I was thinking that the next time you ride with me, you do it on a motorbike, and then I'll do it on the trike. It'll be, if that's cool, it'll be a really stark difference. You'll be so much faster than me. But you can go to a place, and then I can just ride there for the next, you know, the rest of the day. So you just kind of can explore. And one of the great things about Matt is that he's a solo traveler just like me. So there's no like worry that if I'm not there, maybe he's wondering what to do. We're both pretty self-sufficient fellas, so yeah, maybe a moped would be good. And I could give you you could strap your backpack to the back of the moped and carry everything that you would normally carry. And you could explore too, you know? So, and if I'm like almost dead, you can like cycle down and bring me a bottle of water. Two-wheelers suck. Yeah, but you know, finding a trike for Matt for a couple of days or a week, unless, you know, one of you guys want to help me out when I get to Australia or something, yeah, it's not that easy. And a piece of shit trike, you know, you don't want to buy a junk trike, just like Matt didn't want to buy, hello, just like Matt didn't want to buy a, you know, just like Matt was having trouble with his $100 bike, you know. I think that one of the reasons that he was having so much trouble cycling is because he had a piece of junk bike, and he wasn't going to spend $500 or more on a bike for a 3-day tour, you know. It just wasn't going to happen. So, but you can rent a crappy moped and it'll get you from A to B super quick in 3 days, and that would work out really well, you know. So anyways, hey Matt Fraser, thanks for all the great pictures of the cave. I took most of those pictures. Matt wearing that Jayoe shirt you did that on purpose, Matt. You knew if you wore that Jayoe shirt, you were gonna get an amazing collection of photos. Because I was gonna be like, hey, look, it's Jayoe in front of that. Hey, look, it's Jayoe in front of that. I kind of like that sound. Hello. Like heavy machinery, you know? Okay, so this one. Bun bo. What is bo? What is bo? What is bun bo? So bun is the cold noodles. What is bo then? Is bo steak? What happened to the bike Matt bought? Hello. Well, hello. Well, yeah, let's flip it around. Here's a school. Hello. All right, let's go through this city a little slow so you can get a look at people. Yeah, I'll let Matt either tell you what. Hello. I'll let Matt tell you what the what is happening with the bike. Oh, ko is cow. Okay, that's great. That's good to know. Looks like a fruit market over here. Let's take a look. Hello. Hello. Xin chào. Oh, look at that guy. That was cool. Xin chào. Hello. That was a weird reaction. Hello. Oh, that guy had chickens all on his bike. I don't know how chickens, what happens when you hold a chicken by the legs, but they just go limp. Those are alive chickens and they're just kind of hanging upside down. Wondering what the hell's going on in their world. Their little chicken world. You should have given a shirt to everyone in the cave tour. They promised to wear it at least one day. That would be cool. Everybody wearing... The problem is that Matt's Jayoe shirt is one of a kind. I gave him that shirt when I climbed Everest, and that was one of my riding shirts. I had only made... Hello. I only made a few of those shirts, and I used them, you know, during my ride. So if you guys remember, I had a blue one, I had a yellow one, I had an orange one, but they'd get greased up and I'd toss them. And I had a blue one, I gave it to Matt. And he preserved it. As a matter of fact, spoiler, I'm not gonna spoil it. Just, forget how you said as a matter of fact. Just something happened to Matt's shirt. something happened. I won't get into the details. Just call it a teaser. All right, we are getting close. We're gonna do this for about 10 more minutes. Xin chào. What? Oh my God! Oh my God! I cannot believe it. He's from the hotel. He had my passport. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, how did you know I was here? Bye. I'm 20 kilometers away from the hotel, riding on one of probably 4 different directions. I'm riding one of 4 different ways. I could have taken this road. I could have taken a road a little bit more inland. I could have rode the Ho Chi Minh Road, which could have been direct another way. I could have ridden north towards Da Nang. He didn't even know I was, I think maybe he knew I was coming south. I wouldn't have known I left my passport with him. I wouldn't have known that until the end of the day. And I would have freaked out. It would have been 100 kilometers down the road. Jesus. I'm really glad I'm riding a weird, holy moly. If I wasn't riding this trike, how would he have found me? I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. It would have been, I would just had to have called him and we'd have to figure out. But for him to ride here and find me, Matt, phone, passport, wallet, it's all there. I didn't know if I told him I was from YouTube. Maybe he read my thing. He must have read my, maybe he was watching the live stream. Oh, it's what a weird feeling. I am like relieved. I went instantly fear relief. It was like, oh my God, my passport. Oh, thank you, my passport. Like, all right, let's pause. Let's pause for a second. I want to get some water. Holy moly. Well, the vlog is in, the beginning of the vlog was there. The beginning of the vlog was at the hotel. Nice hotel. Thank you, guys. Reward him. I was so shocked he came out here. I don't know how I would reward him. And they upgraded my room. My room was like a 1 single bed, but they gave me a 2-bed. Oh, give him the LED. Oh, good news or bad news? He is stalking you on the YouTube. That's good news. That is good news. He just asked people on the road if there was a weird guy on a trike. Are you sure you got your wallet? I haven't. I had to buy that coffee earlier. Holy moly, you guys. That's so crazy that you were here during that. That's so funny that you were here when you would do that. Wish someone would have done that with your phone. Well, it's not like, my phone was stolen. He didn't steal my passport. He just had my passport. He was very nice. I wish the guy that stole my phone would have returned it. That would have been nice. One up for the Vietnamese people for sure. That was awesome. Big Brother's watching. Maybe he logged into YouTube. I'm reading back in the. Oh, that's great, Matt. You should do a checklist before you leave hotels. You know I do, but I was doing a live stream. Sometimes when I do the live stream, it gets a little hectic. Just excuses, excuses. Hopefully that was last time. Next time you won't be so lucky, and that's true. Are you? Be serious? That's so crazy. It could have been really bad. Posting a question 1,000,000 times in hopes that Matt will see it. I don't mean to repeat myself, but I keep missing his eyeballs. What did you say? Posting my... Dude. You gave me that in Ningbo in 2015. Oh yeah, I gave you that in Ningbo. Yeah, I remember now. Cause yeah, I gave you that in Ningbo. Matt is correcting my. You know what, Matt? It was funny because I even said like, yeah, you know, I've been looking at the Sondong Cave for a long time. Me and Matt have been trying to do it for years. And Matt's like, dude, I told you about the Sondong Cave. I was stealing the fact that he told me that about the Sondong Cave originally because of my shitty memory. The mind goes first, that's for sure. 201 people, cool. Okay, gotta go. See you, John. But as I said, me and my wife would love to host you for dinner, stay in our apartment in Ho Chi Minh. Could probably keep your trike for you. Well, that is fantastic, John. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna snap a shot of this so that I know. Just snap a shot of that. You know, I'm gonna end this vlog here before I get started again. And yeah, who said that about a question I never answer? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. There's so many conversations going here. I couldn't find the question you were asking. Whoever, if you were asking that question, please put the question now. I'll answer whatever questions. Did that really just happen? Wow, what a surprise. I know, Barb, right? So cool. Thank you so much, hotel I was just at, whose name is a little bit complicated to come off the tongue, so I can't quite pronounce it right now, but thank you so much. You guys rock. Thank you. I'll stay on for about 1 more minute. We'll wrap this thing up. I think I'm probably going to go over there and get something carbonated or caffeinated. I really need to film more beautiful Vietnamese women and sneak them into my vlogs. I don't see any right now. It's probably about the performer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta talk to George. I saw George like one of my pictures pass, so I know that I'm on his radar. But I'll see what I can do. Hello. Kid is cute. Hello. 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 Oh, what a nice, that was a nice live stream, guys, right? This one came out really nice. We had some surprises, we had a little bit of driving, we had some interactions, we had coffee, we talked about the future, we talked about the past. Matt was here, Annie jumped in, I guess, but I didn't see her say anything. Just a smorgasbord of good stuff. But I'm gonna end it now on a high note then. We've got my passport back. So take it easy, guys. Jayoe, and I will talk to you later. See you next week live, and in the meantime, join my if you guys want to keep up the most current stuff. Most of the current stuff is on my Instagram. If you want to help me on my tour, I sell some merchandise on Redbubble and Teespring, which you can see below this video. You can help me out through Patreon or a whole bunch of different things. And otherwise, I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. You sweated through here. Let's see. I'll show you. You guys sweated through 20 kilometers. I have 80% battery left. My average speed was only 10 kilometers an hour. And I burned 632 calories talking to you. Take it easy, guys. Jayoe, add fuel to life, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you later. You've got some amazing videos coming up. I'm gonna do the best I can to try and capture. They might not be daily, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Take it easy. Bye bye.